Hello, we'll be looking at VRRP, Virtual Routing Redundancy Protocol. VRRP, which is an acronym for Virtual Routing Redundancy Protocol, is a popular protocol for providing device redundancy. Or better still, you can say it's for connecting redundant wide area network gateway routers or server access switches. So basically, it allows a backup router or switch to automatically take over if the primary, which normally is the master router or switch, fails. So when VRRP is turned on in a network setup, one of its first duty is to provide the master router with a virtual media access control known as the MAC address. And in such case, normally it provides one that can be taken over by the next line backup. Now let's look at a diagram so that we explain more on this. This diagram here depicts a network setup. We have two routers, router A, which is active, or basically you can say master, and we have also router B, which is in the standby mode, which is the backup router, connecting towards network. You can see the network cloud. But meanwhile, in this setup, we know we have client or users or hosts which will be going through these two routers to connect to the network. So normally in VRRP operation, the master router sends a special VRRP packet known as an advertisement to the backup router. So in our own case, router A sent a special VRRP packet known as an advertisement to the backup router, which is router B standby. Normally advertisement intervals can be set by the user, but basically the VRRP default is 1 second by default. So if in any case the advertisement suddenly stops, the backup sets interval timers, typically for 3 times the advertisement frequency. Thus, if no further advertisement happen, the backup assume that the master is down and the failover routine is activated. So in essence, from our diagram here, you can see that we have a pipe which has an IP range 10.0.250.0/24. Now this is like an access, a broadcast or non-broadcast access media network that connects to other clients or hosts in the network. But because VRRP is for redundancy, we don't expect that every client in the network connect or have 2 gateways like we have router A and router B. And for the purpose of redundancy, the VRRP helps for us to configure a single IP serving as a gateway to the client system. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to have depicted the client system, but just for illustration purposes, fine. So it connects to the VRRP IP, which will serve as the default gateway for the whole network. And in this case, we have 10.0.254.10 for the /24 network, and thus the router A having a 10.0.254.20/24 network and router B having 10.0.254.30/24 network. So instead of a host having 2 gateways, say .20 and .30, it only connects to the VRRP address, which is .10. And for any case, if router A fails, router B will take over as the master router, and still there will not be any internet loss because the retransmission or failover time is always very rapid in millisecond time. So this helps clients, or this helps network to keep connected, to keep on being connected to the ISP or to the internet service provider without any downtime. And one other important usage of this protocol, which is VRRP, is that when it is configured, you can configure the master A to be the owner, or you can configure it in such a way that it fails back to router B, which is the backup router. But in either case, the IP address of the interface of the master router will determine what configuration you want to achieve. So for now, I hope you have an overview detail of what a VRRP stands for. In my next video, I will go into configuration details to show how you can configure a VRRP in a network setup. So thank you for watching, and you can kindly subscribe for your subsequent techie videos, and also you can reach me on the email below. Thank you.